We are live. Hey, welcome to Sunday Night Live. Hey, everyone, how y'all doing? Hope y'all had a great weekend. And man, I was rushing around. I'm not Russian. I'm German, but I was still rushing. I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, I got to get my mic on and I got to do all this stuff. And I was answering text messages and I was bringing my coffee up from downstairs. And then I just looked up and I was like, it said 000 for seconds. So uh, I'm a little late. Well, just a little. But I was looking at the comments here. I see, hey, Tanya, Kitchen Witch is in here saying, sorry, she's going to miss the live tonight. Oh, here we go, Dennis. All right. So if you guys noticed, I did, on the thumbnail, it says I'm going to talk about a little bit more about Knoebels and the meetup. And I've got some information for it that I'm going to talk about as well. Hey, JP, how you doing? Tony 2.0 received, the stickers. I think that's what that says. Received. Oh, yes, mail. Very much appreciated, sir. The Random Ventures 2.0 stickers are going on the Cross Trek Wilderness. Yeah, make me jealous. You got a wilderness. I was drove. It seems like I see them everywhere now. Subarus, a lot of people have Subarus. It's funny because, like, if you never had a vehicle and then all of a sudden you get a vehicle, doesn't matter what vehicle it is, you never see them until you get one. Then you see them everywhere. Yeah. Hey, Marie, how are you doing? Hi, Tony. And the 2.0 gang, lovely weather we are having. Yeah, today is nice. But here in Pennsylvania, even though it was nice out today, the wind, 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. This year has been really rough this winter with wind. I don't know if you guys are getting a lot of wind too, but I don't remember having this much wind in Pennsylvania this long, this much wind. And it's getting into the windy season. Yeah. So, but windy. I went out earlier last week now. So if you noticed, I put up a video, and it was three older camps, two of them back in 2022. And then crossover. One of them was kind of in right before 2023, and then one in 2024 back a year ago. So they were three winter camps. And the reason I did that, I was so stressing out because I wasn't feeling good with my legs still. And my knee I really affected my knee more than anything, and my groin. My groin's feeling much better. But it's right around my knee. So I am doing physical therapy twice a week now. And that's really for the lower back pain that I had prior to the stroke. And I wasn't able to get as much recovery for the stroke because of the back. So they were focusing on the back and stroke. But it'll be 3 years coming up here in March. So in a couple weeks, it'll be the 3-year stroke anniversary. Don't want another one. But because I'm doing physical therapy twice a week, right now they're kind of just putting heat on the groin and lower back and stuff and giving me exercises to do. So I'm kind of getting that before we kind of get back to the stroke things, but that's helping. It really is. But I wanted to get out so bad, and I was going to a spot, and I got to this one spot, and there's a gate all of a sudden, and it's posted, and it says, no, you can't, no trespassing or you'll be prosecuted. So as you know, I don't like to trespass and stuff, but things are getting harder and harder. I know up towards Hazleton, I've been up there in that area. There was a bunch of woods up there that were not they're not owned by the state game lands or anything. It's just a mountain. And I guess they went through, it was last year they did that. They went through and just posted the whole place, and anywhere that you could get on, or, a little bit of a trail, they've got it gated now. They got gates running across everything. It's getting harder and harder to find stuff. So I was out looking this week, and I actually found 3 new locations that I'm scoping out, and one of them is really cool. I think that one might become, I'm going to save it because I'm looking for a good spot from this 2.0 to 2 camp because I wanted to go back. But I think this one's going to be it. I think so. And I think it'll be a really good one. But yes, continue to say hi and everything. So, hey, Nick, how are you doing? So hopefully you guys like that. I mean, with a little bit of commentary, I went into some of my old files because I don't store them on the computer. I store them in, drives. And I went back on one drive. I had got another old drive out, went back, and I had to download those videos from the drives to my phone and then edit them. And and then so I sat in here because it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going, man, I need to get a video out. I really do. And what can I do? And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to do that. I actually had my pack on, went to a location. I was going to do another one, and I couldn't get in there. So I was going to do that. I had my backpack on, and I started in, and I had to go down a bank, and my knee was like, no, not good. So my lower part of my upper part of my leg wasn't feeling good. And like I said, the wind was blowing 10 to 20 miles an hour the other day. No, it was 15 to 25. And it just wasn't going to be conducive. It was actually going to be snow flooring at night. I thought that'd be good, but that was going to be at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, you're not going to see it. So I scoped out a couple more areas that night. I just said, no, I can't do it. I'm just going to. So hopefully y'all will hang in there. I know you guys will while I'm getting situated. But I do have a couple that I'm going to try to do at least one coming up this week. So we got one for Thursday. Yes. All right. So let's see. Hey, Nick, then we got Elric the Blackheart. All right. You're going out with your buddy Jim. You have a nice, safe night. And there's brother Stitch. How you doing, Stitch? How was that blizzard the other day you got? Yeah, you guys have been getting a lot of wind too. That wind's just been coming just wow. And then that's not helping. And my stepmother lives in, well, if you guys watched the video when I was down in Myrtle Beach, I mean, she messaged me and said, I can see the glow of the fires down there. And when she had messaged me a couple days ago, it was like 1,200 acres, I believe. Or maybe it was 12,000. It was a big swath of the area. I haven't looked if anybody's doing the Florida Trail, because I think that might go through part of it. Hopefully they all stay safe. Oh, Stitch. So I don't know if you saw it, but you remember Betty White, Ian? Betty White, he's hiked the Appalachian Trail back in 2021. But the reason I say it is because Stitch and I both followed his channel, but he just made an announcement. He's going to be doing another video. He did the Florida Trail, I believe, last year, and now he's doing another trail. His idea is to start Peyote Trail, I think he's doing, but eventually he's going to do even up north of Maine and go all the way up to Nova Scotia. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw that or not. He just popped up randomly on my computer because I'm subscribed to his channel. I forget what his channel's called though. Uh, well, if you think of it, Stitch, maybe throw it in there if you guys want to see his announcement and follow him because he'll be starting maybe in about a month or less. Yeah. Hey, Gray Williams, how are you doing? Evening, all. Alrighty. And there's Brad. How you doing, Brad? Cure for Parkinson's. How are you doing tonight? And there's 210 Outdoors. So tomorrow night, go over and check out. So it's at, if you know how to look people up on YouTube, it would be the at sign, and it would be 210, not spelled out, but numbers, 210 Outdoors 2. That's his channel. Tomorrow night he's all scheduled, and I'm scheduled at 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock his time. He's gonna get me on his live, and I'm going to be talking about. He's going to be asking me a lot of questions because a lot of his subscribers are interested in possibly stealth camping and learning more about stealth camping. So if you want to see that live, hop on over there. But go check out the 210 Outdoors YouTube channel as well. Hey, Robert Bell, how are you doing? Hey, everyone. Hey, Tony and everybody. How are you doing tonight? Great to see you in here as always. Let's see. We got another Robert. Oh, 2 in a row. Hey, Robert Ferguson. How you doing? Hi there to all. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming event, the Knoebels Park. I did talk to some people about it, and there's I think it's going to be pretty big. I'll explain more about my thoughts on it and how it's just kind of growing. Yep. Hey, Jackie plus everything. How are you doing? And then we got Chris Schultz there. Hey, Chris. There's Mike, brother Mike. Hey, Mike. I know you'll probably come because you're close. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I forget what his YouTube channel is. That's going to bother me. Ian, his trail name was Betty White. But we followed him. He made it quick through in his little group. He was going to hike alone pretty much, but then if you watch his series, it's pretty neat. He's got a great tramley is what they would call a trail family that end up going. And one guy, he made it all the way up into Maine, just about ready to finish. I think it was under 100 miles to go, and he decided he'd done enough. And I guess he had a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, and stepped off trail way up there. Yeah, he made it over 2,000 miles. Yes. Let's see. People saying, "Guy, yes, always pray for our country." Absolutely. Hey, you, UGQ, how are you doing tonight? Be cool if you could come down to Knoebels. I think you'd enjoy it. That's kind of a drive for you, though. But yeah, I got to get up there to see you. Maybe we can get together and make some plans for some me coming up because, like I said, I want to definitely do a video filming your location and stuff, and you got great products. Yeah, so if you guys don't know about what they do and what they make, one, you could watch the HangCon video, but I would encourage you to go to their site as well. They do a lot of podcasts and talk. They did a podcast with Shug Emery, yeah, and everybody down there. Let's see. Hey, Rick, there you are. What's up, Tony and everyone? So, like I said, I appreciate everybody. I know it was over a 3-hour video, and it didn't do that great, but the view time is up because people must have fell asleep while it was playing. So that helped. And yeah, it did. Yeah. Hey, there's Josh and Jen. How y'all doing? Josh and Jen both are watching the end of NASCAR race. Yeah. Well, I guess this is a big season for that. Kickoff was back in Daytona. Yeah. Hey, Jeff. Howdy. How are you doing? There we got Mick Grimm. Yeah, from Cocoa Beach. Nice. Hey, we're going to be getting some good weather coming up this week. All cool kids have Subarus, right? Yeah, we do. Yeah, Stitcher's got a white one. Let's see. Hey, Larry, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, pretty cool. 7 kilometers. Oh, except the wind. Yeah, weather's nice here too. Jackie plus everything says. Let's see. Yeah, Michigan. From Michigan, XP League Farmington Hills. BS squared B squared 4. There we go. A Michigan man watching from Portugal tonight. Wow, all the way over from Portugal. Hopefully you're doing good over there. Hope you're well. What time is it over there? It's probably late. You're already in the next day. Yeah, maybe. I love adventures. Keep it up, my man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see. Welcome to the crew. Let's see. What's up, Mike? I'm getting everybody saying hi to one another. Hey, Dixie Cup. How are you doing tonight? Good. I hope. Good to see you in here. There we got Nick. Hey, hope all is well. Yeah, all's well except for my knee and my hip. Yeah, so my hip, when I fell on that ice, like I said, it hit the joint where you have your hip here and then the leg joint coming up. And when I hit, it hit right on that joint, right on the joint. And I felt it shake the whole way down my leg and everything. So yeah, and it wasn't bad that day as much, but the next day, that's when I started finding out everything that was going on with it. But right now I'm dealing with just, it's not a sharp pain, but it's a radiating always pain. So it's like if you ever had a toothache, right? Oh, I'm sure you had a toothache. Maybe you didn't. But if you ever had a toothache, that's kind of what it feels like. It's just a pain right there. It's a pain in my hip, which is close to the other area. Hey, Tony with an eye. How are you doing? Pretty day in Florida today. Wish I was in Florida. Yeah, it's just Tuesday was the sixth windiest day in history, over 60 mile an hour. Yeah, I was out in the wind today, and let me do this real quick. Let's see, saying hi to Dixie Cup. So if you guys remember, I did the camp last year. It was the thumbnail with the ambulance. I'd gone out and set up the camp, and then my friend George, whose birthday is tomorrow, he's going to be 80 years old. He's a Vietnam vet. He did 3 tours in Vietnam. I got the call where he was having trouble breathing and stuff, and I left camp, broke down very quick, got him to the hospital. Here he was having valve issue problems, but he's struggled. He's gotten better. He's got good days and bad days. He'll have good weeks and then a bad day. Well, he was very weak for a couple of days when I saw him, and it kept encouraging him to go to the hospital, at least get it checked out. And finally it talked him into saying he would go. And that was Wednesday last week. So Wednesday, he got to the hospital, found out he had pneumonia in his one lung. He had a lot of congestion and stuff. So about 9 o'clock at night, his wife got a phone call. She had just gotten home, got a phone call that he was choked on his phlegm. He turned blue. His lips were blue. He stopped breathing, and then his heart stopped. So they had to revive him, and he lost some percentage of his heart again. So he is doing better. He's actually coming back tomorrow. He's getting out of the hospital. He'll be doing some physical therapy at home. But yeah, it's been Yeah, that's some of the stuff I've been dealing with too, because he's a very, very good friend. I gave him a birthday gift about a week and a half ago, so I didn't. I just felt, to give it to him early. I said, "Hey, George, I got this for you. I'm going to give it to you early. I know your birthday's not for about another 2.5 weeks, but I want to get this to you." And so I did, and it's good. He's coming home tomorrow on his 80th birthday, but he'll be laid up for a little bit. So thank you all for your prayers. He is doing better, but still dealing with so many things. All right. So hey Brian, enjoying some chicken and zucchini noodles. Yep. So I'm just trying to check to make sure, Brian, if that's Brian and I were texting. I'm not sure if this is the Brian, because I know the last name, but on my messaging, I don't have the last name. But had just keep his stepmother and him in prayer, because last year about this time is when things started, and they lost his dad last year. So this is a tough time for them as well. Stepmom has taken it, kind of tough too. Even a year out, it can take a while. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's you, Brian, but I knew when I saw it spelled the same way that I got it in my computer, but in my phone. So hopefully it is. But anybody that does pray, certainly pray for him as well, and his stepmom, Debbie. Let's see. Hey, Steve, how are you doing? Hey, everyone. Oh, yeah, cool to see you in here. Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Having a nice day. Yes. All right. So there's 210 Outdoors. Looking forward for the upcoming videos. Yeah. And Mike, thank you so much, brother. One gifted membership. So I don't know if it's going to show me who got that, but thanks for doing that, Mike. So anybody that doesn't know, that's the gifted memberships. When someone does that, somebody gets a gift of the memberships. YouTube just randomly picks someone out, and so if someone got it, definitely it came from Mike there. And thank you for doing that, Mike. And it gives people an opportunity, because I did do like little update videos, maybe a 2-minute video here, a 6-minute video there, a 5-minute video. Never a really long video, but I do want to go live with you guys one of these days here soon. I've just been thinking about doing that. Just have a little 2.0 crew live, just where I can send the link out, and anybody that wants to pop in and out can do that as well. So thank you very much, Mike, for doing that. That's a real blessing. And let's see. Hey, Sober 831, how are you doing? Tony and the 2.0 family. I finally got to the meeting Stitch video. Oh, okay. Hello, Stitch. Yeah, Stitch is in quite a number of videos. Yeah, gonna hopefully be in quite a bit more. Yeah, we always have wind. Yeah, you do. Very windy out there. Hey, foothills of the Appalachia. Hello, Tony and Stitch. How are you doing today? Doing good. There's Darlene. Darlene, I didn't get a chance to answer your question, but she had asked me on the video, what do you do with your stuff when you pack it wet? So, because I'm usually going home, I've got like in the living room, I just have to be strategic. I usually do it when Lisa's working, but sometimes I don't. But I have a place in the living room. We have steps that go up, and we got a metal railing. So I'll take one of the one end of, say, like a tarp, and sometimes I'll run the whole ridge line from there all the way to the front door, and hook it on like a hinge or something like that. And then I can string up my tarp, and then I'll do that with the so my living room's covered until things dry, and then I can pack it all away. But that's your question. I'll probably answer it too, because I always like to answer comments on videos, but didn't get a chance to do that tonight. before I got here, and I met Betty White. Gave him a lot of beers on the AT. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, he did the Florida Trail. Betty White. I just don't remember his channel name. Oh, Worth Heading North. There it is. So Worth Heading North was his YouTube channel. Yeah, very, very cool guy. Very, very neat. Yeah. Hey, Larry, how are you doing? Uh, I enjoyed them. Oh, that's cool. Someone made a comment. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, likely the Peyote Trail. Yeah, definitely. So, hey, Rebecca. So I lost my train of thought. Woohoo! Hey, look at the live. Oh, on air. We're on air. Yeah. Let's see. There's Heather and Ed. Thank you for gifting that, Ed. That is so cool. Yes, good deal. Thank you so much for doing that, Ed. So Ed just gifted a member, gifted one Random Adventures 2.0 member. Yeah, and I skipped right over B. Will you be camping before or after your get together in May? So there is going to be some camps. Am I going to be camping before? Yeah, there's some people that I'm kind of coordinating with that are going to be coming up into the area that I'm trying to figure out, that we're going to do some camps together. And I'm starting to get a list of people that are all coming that have YouTube channels. So that's, let's see, what time is it? I'm going to get way behind. Hey, Heather. Hello. And there's Cowboy Mike. Yeah, and then let's see. Howdy, says Ed. All right. So the meetup, which is going to be May 24th, it's going to be at a place called Knoebels Amusement Park. So I think it's Knoebels Amusement Resort. So when you think of a resort, you think, hey, there's, but I guess they do call it a resort. Or it's considered a resort area, but I wouldn't consider it a resort. So I call it a park. I think they call it amusement park too, but it does have the fastest and oldest wooden roller coaster. In fact, it's the one, it's called the Phoenix. You get more airtime on that old wooden roller coaster than you do sitting in the seat. I remember going on that thing, and I just had my arms with the bar over here, and I was basically just floating during the whole time. Yeah, but they've got several wooden roller coasters, but they do have, I think it's one of the oldest and fastest wooden roller coasters in the United States. If you go on YouTube and you put in Knoebels Amusement Park, you're going to see a lot of videos. Not a lot, but I consider it a lot. I thought there would be more videos about the park, but there's enough. But, people will make videos about going there and stuff. And but the idea for the park. So let me go ahead and talk about this while I think we got 61 people here. So on the 24th, I already scheduled a pavilion. So Pavilion C. Now, the idea has been growing, the more and more. And I have a meeting with Mary as soon as she messages me back on what day is a good day. She's the marketing director for Knoebels. Not saying that it's going to do that yet, but I need to get her involved on what my thoughts are and my plan is. So this year it's going to be the first annual Random Adventures 2.0, but also YouTuber subscriber meetup day for Knoebels. On that day, it's Memorial Day weekend, so it's going to be on Saturday, but there is Sunday and Monday. It's also the day that they open up their pool. They got a huge pool, but it's also going to be that day. So it's kind of their kickoff to their summer months. Most of the employees there are either seniors or students in school, and take a summer job. So they're only open on the weekends until I think it's that weekend in May, uh, or the next week. It's one of them days, um, because that's when they can be open 24/7, but it's their kickoff. So Pavilion C is where the meetup's going to be, where I'm planning on being from the time they open till the time they close, which is midnight. So I will be there the whole day at the pavilion. Now, what I'm thinking, and what I've talked to other YouTubers that have reached out to me, is let your subscribers know that you're going, and tell them a time that you're going to be at that pavilion, Pavilion C. If someone says, I'm coming and I'm going to tell all my people I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock, from 2 to 4 or 2 to 3 at Pavilion C. I'm going to go to Pavilion C. That way they can announce to their subscribers. That way they don't have to worry about standing there the whole time for 12 hours, because they can, I'm encouraging them, film the park, film your day, film the meetup there at the Knoebels, and put out a video. Because my idea, it's just been growing and growing. I would like to see that within the next year or a couple of years, that it becomes, because they have Boy Scout Day there. They have different days at Knoebels they have Veterans Day, for veterans. They've got different themes throughout the summer months. And my idea is that the 24th of May will be YouTuber, kind of like take over the park day, so, and I'll have the pavilion. So, and hopefully the pavilion continues to grow and get bigger and bigger, that we have multiple pavilions. The idea is that they also have a stage and free entertainment. So a little bit about Knoebels. It's free to park. I think it's the only free amusement park in the United States, but it's free to park, and it's a big park. They've got, I don't know how many roller coasters. They've got a lot of nostalgic stuff along with new stuff. So it's a mix of so many different things, but it's free to park. It's free to walk in. Everything's free, unless you want to buy food or ride a ride. And you don't have to ride a ton of rides. You can ride one ride if you want. You buy tickets, you give them the tickets for the ride. You can buy a book of tickets and, save the tickets for 3 years from now and use them again. So it's a really neat venue. And it also encourages people to come to meet other YouTubers, other creators. There's a lot of crossover just on my channel. There's a lot of people, like I believe Hammock Mountain said he's coming, Northwest Winds, Camping with Champion. He's coming all the way from Alabama. So there's people that are coming that have already told me they're coming. Walter Zana is coming. Skeeter's coming. Rewild Outdoors, I believe you're coming. Nicholas Green Outdoors is coming. So that's just a few of the names that I've, reached out to me. The Wandering Woodsman, I believe he's coming. I just haven't gotten a confirmation from him yet. But there's other people, Too Much Gear Guy. So I'm encouraging, if you are a YouTuber or you watch other YouTubers, all right, tell them to check out Knoebels for May 24th, that maybe they want to, come on that day. I'd love to see to where there's, 100, 200. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he said, I'm not a motorcycle guy. I don't have a motorcycle or drive a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle for one winter. I bought it before winter from somebody that needed money, and then I sold it in spring and I made money. So that's about the extent of it. I rode it for a while, but I pretty much just parked it and then cleaned it up, and then in the spring, everybody wants to ride a motorcycle. But he had told me, he says, Tony, you've heard of Sturgis, right? And I was like, yeah, the motorcycle thing. He said, yeah, that started with 3 guys years ago. So he can see that. He said this could be like almost a Sturgis at Knoebels for, you know, YouTube creators. You know, he was kind of seeing my vision of me talking to him about it. You know, and eventually, you know, maybe that'll happen. But if it doesn't, that's fine. I'm going to be there for 12 hours. And you can come see me and then go back into the park and ride, spend a day. You know, they do have campgrounds in and around the area. I think there's about 800 sites for campgrounds in and around the area. So I'm sure they go pretty quick. So maybe if you thinking you're coming and you want to get a campsite, you know, definitely look that up and on their site. I think there's a tab that says camping. Yeah. Hey, Larry, how are you doing? Yes, let's see. Worth Heading North, Betty White. Yes, that is true. Oh, well, and 210 Outdoors, thanks for becoming a new member of the 2.0 crew. Welcome, welcome. There we got Stitch saying welcome, Chris saying welcome. Hey, JNT Gold Hunters. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm not sure where you gold pan at, but maybe it's in a state that I've never been and going to be heading to. Maybe if you're going out gold panning, I'm always willing to be invited because I need somebody to be with me just so I don't drown. Yeah. Yes. Squirrel. Right. Oh, in the thumbnail, you see, I put the squirrel up in that corner of the thumbnail right next to the sign. That's an old squirrel because I've been talking for a while. Hey, Camping with Champion, go over and check his channel out. I believe he said he is coming. So I was looking forward to seeing him. And if y'all guys didn't see his U-Haul video, that was so cool. So he recently did a U-Haul video and he goes, my wall of fame, you know, and he has Steve Wallace there in a U-Haul, picture of him framed. And then he's got a picture of me from when I did my U-Haul, and then one of Sam from the Northwest Wind. And when I messaged him, you know, as soon as I saw that, I went on and I messaged and I said, hey, if you, you know, your picture needs to be up there. And I didn't finish watching the video yet. And then I had to message him back quick because at the end of his video, he has his picture up there too. And he said in the video, he says, if anybody wants their picture, you know, let me know and I'll mail it to you. And I said, no, bring that picture with me. And when I saw his picture, I said, bring that one too. Sign that one for me, your picture, and bring mine along and I'll sign it for you. So that is really cool. Yeah, that was a good video, brother. Yeah, certainly was. Yeah, everybody saying hey to Todd and saying hi with Brad. Yeah, toothaches or anything like a toothache are really unpleasant. Yes, thanks for the prayer, Steve. Yeah, no, I was laying in bed last night, and if I lay on that side, it radiates pain even more. So it's just pressure on there. You know, like I said, I don't know. If it doesn't go away, I'll probably have to get a MRI just to see if there was hairline fractures or just eat a lot of eggshells. Maybe it'll get back. Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to George. Yeah. That'll be tomorrow. Yeah. He's a good guy. Yeah. He did 3 tours and his dad was dying and he got sent home in the to go see his dad, and the commanding officer said, don't come back because he had already done 3. He says, go home, stay home, don't come back. So yeah, he would have been right back over there. Definitely. Yeah, definitely keep him in prayer. Yes, that is okay. Great. Multiple seizures. Ooh, at school Thursday. He's pre-K special needs. Oh, definitely be praying for Logan. And yes, that is Brian. Yeah, thanks everyone for the prayers. It's taking a while to heal, as this was a significant blow. My dad and I were very close. We're close. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, loss is never good. Yeah, it's tough to get over. Uh Hey, big 60th birthday for Annette. Happy birthday, Annette. That's Randy and Annette, and I met them down at HangCon. Met Annette the year before because Randy went hunting. So this year he actually came. So happy birthday, Annette. Yeah, so today's the big birthday. Yeah, mine's coming up in July. I'll be 60. So you'll have to let me know how it is. Since you got there first. Let's see. Oh, did I pass something? Let me just make sure I didn't pass anything. Yeah, what do you guys think about the hour spring ahead? Unless you're in Arizona, you didn't have to do anything. You keep it the same. There's several states that do that, but yeah, I wasn't feeling good last night, which I went to bed at 8:50 last night, which is very unusual for me. Very unusual. And then it just felt like I had something coming on, so it was not good, not good. And but then it jumped forward an hour, and I woke up at 2, and then next thing you know, it was 3, just like that, because my phone changed. And so, yeah, that was a rough night last night. Let's see, stick to cold, but didn't want to miss this. Yeah, sick with a cold, but didn't want to miss this. I hope you feel better, Larry. Yeah, there's some stuff going around. It definitely is. Let's see. There's Mike saying hi to Camping with Champion. Hey, how are you doing, Maxim? So I did talk to Maxim. I believe you said you're. I believe it was you who said you wouldn't be able to make it this year, but definitely next year because that's also your anniversary. So that's so definitely won't be able to make it for that yet. Let's see. Uh, oh, my comments jumped backwards. I gotta scroll down. So, what did you guys think of that? I mean, like I said, it was a 3-hour video, but it was all snow. But did you see? I mean, a couple people commented and said, "I didn't ever think I'd watch a 3-hour video, but now you enjoyed it." So I'm glad. And like I said, I think a lot of people fell asleep watching it because my watch time was way up for that one video. It was more than normal. Says, hey, your watch time is really high right now. So, yeah, that's good. Hey, James. Oh, there we are. Yeah. So, there's Carl. Just got back from a hike camp this morning. Had to hang my tent and tarp out on the line to dry. Yeah, so that's one of the issues with when you go camping and you know it's going to be raining. The other day it rained, started raining about 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock. No, it was 10:30 in the evening, and then it rained the whole next day. And then I thought it would be done, and then it rained for into the early morning of the next day. Yeah, we had a lot of rain. Yeah, I'd love to have done a rain camp, but I think that's the day I was heading out because I wanted to get a nice, good rain camp. And like I said, I had to bail on the leg. Yeah, it just wasn't doing good. Yeah. Let's see. But on that camp, did you notice like I remember people commenting when that first video came out. They were like, "Oh my goodness, Tony, you look so cold." I was so frozen. I wasn't prepared for that cold. Um, and I was using those Nama claws for the first time, and it took me so long to get them set up and tightened, and it gave way, and it rain. It started sleeting, raining, and my tarp came down in the middle of the night. It made my hammock wet, and it even got on my puffy jacket on the back. That was a rough camp. But then again, you learn. And I've been learning. And then you see the next video. And that next video, when I used the one Tiger's tarp, and that's the one where I balled the corner of the tarp, and I ran the guy lines around it and did that little trick. On that one, when I put that tarp out, I was talking to the camera, and then I walked around, turned the camera off, walked around because I was going to start staking it out. And there was a log with snow covering it. My foot hit the top of that log. It shot out and I fell. And that's my stroke side. I hit my wrist right there. And I didn't feel it. I mean, it hurt. But because it was so cold, it didn't swell until I was under the covers at night, and then it started swelling up and hurt. And I ended up going and getting an X-ray on that as well, a couple of years ago. So yeah, me and snow and slipping on things, we aren't we aren't best friends. Are you doing lost hour of sleep? Yeah. So hi everyone. Hope you're all doing with the last hour of sleep. I am exhausted, and it's still really early on the West Coast. But call Steve. Good call, Steve. Yeah. So that's one of the things I was just going to say is I just started listening to a study that they said that time change when they spring forward your like biological clock, it's harder, and it's a stressor on the body as well. And some people have cardiac arrest. They seem to link that some to the cause. Hey, M&T Living, I was just going to talk about you guys a little earlier. Stitch, I was going to send. I saw you guys live the other night. Y'all were talking, saying what you're going to be going on some cruises and stuff. And I was just getting ready to comment, and I got a call. And I never got back on, but good to see you. I was going to actually message Stitch and let him know that you guys were on. Yeah, you read weird stuff, Tony. Oh, did I? I don't know if I did or not. Let's see. Yes. Hey, Victor, how are you doing? Hey, Tony, we love your stuff. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. How you doing today, brother? It sounds. There's Russell. Hey, Russell. Let's see. Hey, Tony, are you doing today, brother? I'm doing good. It sounds like maybe I need to have you U-Haul to go camping in your hammocks. Yeah. So one of my ideas, because I ended up being in a van for my U-Haul, but my original plan was to try to strap up a hammock in it, which I'd still love to do that. I want to do a U-Haul, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I've got some ideas for different things that maybe I can come up with. Yeah. Hey, Tony. Let's see. When are you camping out there in the woods? Have you ever had a wild encounter, raccoons, etc.? I've had chipmunks and raccoons visit me before. Don't leave chocolate bars out by mistake. Yeah. No, so we did find the one wild chocolonis, the Tony chocolonis, in that last winter video. The Tony chocoloni, the adult one, was in the tree, and I found the nest and I ate one. So that was a catch and cook. I ate raw. But As far as animals, I mean, I've had different animals around camp um, that I've actually physically seen. Squirrels, chipmunks, possum, different things like that. But as far as any, I've seen deer, uh, definitely chipmunks, no raccoons. But on the game cam, I've had fox, raccoons, deer, um, but no raccoons invading my camp at night or bears. I haven't seen a bear yet. Still want to see a bear. Uh, let's see. Uh, huh. My Sturgis is also part of the Sturgis bike experience. Oh, okay, Darlene. Yeah, when I was coming back from my trip across America, I need a sip of coffee. Cheers. Uh, I got to open it first. Hmm. I actually saw the town of Sturgis where it's held at. I didn't film, I just drove through it because I went through there early in the morning, went real early. But yeah, so like I said, that's kind of the idea, that concept where people come from all over, but people that want to see motorcycles or kind of like HangCon. There's YouTubers that go to HangCon, and then there's also subscribers of those YouTubers that maybe go to HangCon just because of wanting to experience that. And but my idea, like I said, I'm going to say it again here. If you have a YouTube channel, or there's a YouTube channel that you watch that you may think might want to come, reach out to them, reach out in comments, or reach out in their comments and say, hey, check out, Tony at Random Adventures 2.0 is going to have a meetup, but he's opened it up to other YouTubers that I'm going to put a video out about it. The more it gets closer, I'll probably do a couple. Yeah. Tony and Stitch, everyone else. Hey, Joseph Kelly. Yeah. Let's see. Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Or Ken? No, Ken Thompson. I almost read it all as one. Hey, Bearded Viking, how are you doing tonight? Good evening, good afternoon, Tony. How are you tonight? I am doing good. There's Dave Hurley. Hey, Dave Hurley, how are you doing? Camping with Champs, Bridge Stealth had you nervous. Yeah. So that one kind of blew up for him, I believe around 50 some thousand views. But that was a scary one too, going over the wall and then going down underneath there. That was a scary one. Definitely was. I know I would have probably, so I have a climbing belt. So if I was in a situation like that, I would probably tie myself in with my climbing belt just in case I got up in the middle of the night to go use a tree, which there wouldn't be any trees there, and think I was in the woods and get up and walk off the edge of a plank or something like that. That's scary. Happy 14th to wife and I. Happy anniversary, 14th. You're getting there. Yeah, that is great. Yeah, that's it's just such a great to hear people that stay together for years, work things out. Definitely. Miss 2.0 and I are coming up on, I think it's 37 years in October. But yes, congratulations on that to you too. Hey, Daniel Tucker, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, hi, Tony. Two guys in the Ozarks. Yes, I like that. Two guys in the Ozarks. Yeah, hey, you guys think about coming over? Absolutely. Think about coming over to I would encourage y'all, if you've never, don't know anything about the amusement park, look up Knoebels Amusement.com. I think that's what it is online. Amusement, Knoebels Amusement.com. And Dugout Stealth was rainy. Yeah, that one was really rainy. Yeah. And so when it's raining like that, once you do a location, say like that dugout, it's hard to get back there again. In fact, I was gonna go just look at this other dugout. They actually have the whole thing fenced off now, where you can't even get in. Because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's gonna be raining, maybe do a dugout. Hey, there's M&T living it. Yes, you guys are doing good. It was good seeing you guys the other night on your live. Let's see. What was your coldest camp temperature wise? Coldest I've ever been was, I believe, 18 degrees. 18 with wind. Not strong wind, but enough wind to make it feels like less. So that was the coldest camp in a hammock. Yeah, I believe that was the coldest one. Yeah, and since a stroke, my hand, if it gets cold, yeah, even in those videos, those were all stroke videos, post-stroke videos. Yeah, all three of those. Let's see. We read stuff, Tony. Let's see. Yes, cruises. We do pop-up lives. Absolutely, you guys did. Like I said, when I'm on my computer, it's got everybody I'm subscribed to over here, and when they go live, it has a little showing that they're live. So a lot of times I'll jump in and watch for a little bit. Sometimes I'm doing things and I can't stay too long, but I always go in and say hi to everyone. Yeah. I did just get a good deal on some porterhouse steaks. Oh, yummy. I love steak. Well, the last time I ate a steak was a couple of days ago. I just made a bunch of bacon. Yeah. Yum. It's downstairs. I should go get some. No. I do it on a cookie sheet with parchment paper. So the other day I did see this one guy that was showing, I guess the new thing is like you boil the bacon in water and then lay it out and cook it. And some people put and cover it with water in the pan, let the water evaporate, and then cook it. I did do that. It was okay, but I love it. Just laying it on parchment paper in the oven at 325 for about 35, 40 minutes. And then it comes out like this would be a piece of bacon. You can shake it and it doesn't move. It's not on the too crispy, but it's crispy enough. Yep. Hey, Jim, let's see. Hi, Tony. See you at Knoebels. I'm staying at Mossy Point that weekend. So Mossy Point Campground is one of the campgrounds that is part of real close to that area. That weekend, if you want a site to stay overnight, let me know. I'll book it. I appreciate it. Yeah, that would be cool. But what I'm kind of thinking is, if I'm standing there till midnight, I don't want to be driving into somebody's campsite or a campsite that late at night. But definitely, yeah. And I'm thinking being there all day like that, it's going to be rough. I have lots of coffee, and this coffee, I made some cowboy coffee downstairs. I should figure out, because I am going to have a big griddle. I'm renting a griddle. I think it's $85 if you order it at a certain time. If not, it's $125. But the table on it is very big, like the cooktop. very large, and there's a big gas bottle that they provide for the rental. And I'm probably going to rent that and have it there so that if people want to bring some food and they want to cook, or, most people are going to probably go into the park and buy, their hamburgers and patronize the park. But if you have a special diet or something like that, and like I'm probably gonna bring, I should bring a ribeye, cook it on there. Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. So, but we can cook on there, and if somebody wants to bring stuff to cook, and need to cook something on there, that's gonna be there. And I'm thinking I might try to get like I could probably I want to make coffee there too. So yeah, 'cause I'm gonna need it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jim. So thank you for the offer, though. I really appreciate that. Life on a budget. How are you doing? Time change got on here late. Good evening, campers. Yeah, it's time change can throw you off. I remember. So I was invited. I don't know if I ever told you all this story. So I was invited to speak at a church once to fill in while a pastor was away. So they invited me to come and preach that Sunday. So I thought I would get there nice and early. Like, oh, I'm gonna get there early and talk to anybody that shows up. I'll be there nice and early. So I got to the church early, like about 20 minutes, 30, no, about 35 minutes early. And I was walking up to the door to go in, and I hear them singing. I was like, oh, they're singing. Oh, this is a different church, singing so early. And I walked in, and they turned around, they looked at me, and the one usher came up and says, hey, glad you're here. I'm like, glad I'm here. I'm early. They said, no, daylight savings time. It jumped ahead. I was actually late. I was 25 or 30 minutes late. Yeah. I thought I was doing good. Yeah. They had a lot of grace for me, though, but they were tired of singing, so we didn't do any more songs. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Trevor, how are you doing? Trevor Rosenberg. So my tripod hooked to this, my camera tripod is hooked to this table, and I shake it and it goes, and I see it in the screen wobbling. So that's not your eyes, that's me. Yeah, thank you very much for dropping the link. Yes, Stitch, I saw dropped the link in there. That is awesome. Let's see. 210. I like when you put peanut butter on the log. Yeah, during that was good. And I had to go back out, and that's when I saw the one eating the peanut butter off the log. But that was the redemption for that. When I did the video and put that on there, it didn't record anything, and it ate all the peanut butter. Yeah, I mean, it licked that log clean. Yeah. Let's see. At night with headlamp. Ooh, a skunk on the trail. Not fun. Uh, Good habit didn't seem like bother at all. Let's see. I'm looking down. Let's see. Forrest Taylor, how are you doing? Hey, Tony from Muncie, Pennsylvania. Mark it on the calendar, May 24th. Come on over. Forrest, absolutely. 37th. Oh my. Yeah, I know, right? I'm pretty sure it's 37. I thought last year was, because I got confused. We were married October 87. So 1987. So I think it's 37 this year. I got to add or subtract. Yeah. Degrees doesn't even happen here. Sounds cold. Freezing. Capped about. Yeah, when Stitch and I were on the backside of um, the mountain, I wanted to say Mount Everest, but it wasn't Everest. Pikes Peak. When we were up there, it got down to, I think it was 35 was our low that night. My dad lost fingers in, oh my, he lost fingers in World War II. And when we'd fish in cold weather, he always said it was the missing fingers that felt cold. Yeah. Yeah, they say that your nerves, what is it, missing limb syndrome? It's like, or invisible limbs. I forget what that term is, but some people who lose a body part, they have, what is it called? Phantom. I think it's phantom feeling, something like that. Hey, Gregory Hess, how are you doing tonight? God bless from Hamburg, PA. That is awesome. Yeah, Hamburg's not far away. Hamburg is where Cabela's. So that's where I did my very first meetup, was at the parking lot at Cabela's. Was my very first meetup ever was there. It's cheap and as good as a ribeye. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Knoebels.com. There you go. Thank you, Mike. That's interesting. Oh, we got a question here from Rick. Tony, I've asked you, do you play guitar or any instrument? I love to play bluegrass, hammock, bluegrass. Hammock Mountain plays as well. Yeah, Hammock Mountain plays. Old and Kraken Dated plays. Stitch plays. I listen. I tried to learn. My friend Dave plays. He was trying to teach me like 30 some years ago, and I never got the hang of it. And right now, I'd really not have the hang of it with this hand. But yeah, I mean, you work the strings with this hand, so I'd be good. It would just be the strummy part. And I know Camping with Champs, he plays. There's a lot of people that play. I was never musically inclined. Yeah. Never. Oh, I could probably play one of those mouth things. I was pretty good at spoons. Percussion instruments. Oh, let's see. That's impressive. I'm an engineer. Let's see. I almost okay, I'm scanning. Hey, there's Scott Butler. From Scott and Teresa. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And so there's a guy that also comes around for coffee. His name's Rob, and he's a woodworker. And he used to work, I believe, in New York. Has a big shop. Him and I were talking the other day, and but we call him Joe Pesci because my cousin Vinny, it's him to a T. His accent, the way he looks, everything. And so he's going to work on making, you know, I have the table under my bed on the car. He's got some, I was telling him about an idea that I had. You know, one, I'll probably keep that table under there. But when I slide the table out on the sleeping side, that levels my bed when I car camp. But instead of sliding that out and dropping the legs, my idea is to have a little rise and then a platform with a slide out, like not butcher block, but that'd be pretty cool. But slide out table that I can slide out and cook right there because the power bank's right there. So one day he says, yeah, come on over and we'll measure it and stuff. But he's got a beautiful shop. He's retired, but he makes cabinets and all kinds of stuff. Just amazing. But I'm going to go over to his shop and see it. He wants me to see it. I've seen videos of it, but I was thinking maybe if he gets measurements and builds it, maybe I go over there and film him while he's making it, some clips of that, and then put it in my video. But he's a really neat guy, but he's cool guy. And recently, his wife, when he comes down for call, I've known him for a couple of years now. I met him after I had my stroke at the post office because he has a post office box there as well. We met, but then like a year and a half later, we met again. And then, like I said, I'd see him when I go to have coffee with George and Ed. See him come and go. But he's known about my channel, but he's never watched it. He doesn't know how to do the phone and watch it and stuff, but he's got YouTube TV, and he never realized that you can see me on TV. So he had his wife put me on TV, and he watched a video, and he says he has trouble sleeping at night, so he just lets the TV play. And when I'm there in the morning, he's like, did you say this, or did you say that, or did you do this, or did I see that last night? And because he wakes up in the middle of the night and he says, there I am on his TV. Yeah, right there. It's funny. But he goes to sleep, and I just come on now that I'm in the rotation. I told him, I said, sorry about that if I scare you at night. Yeah. Teresa and I were married in 87 as well. Oh, that is awesome, Scott. Oh, man, you guys are into it. Yes, Steve. My wife and I has put up with me for 46 years, and we are 2 months away from 47 of wedding bliss. Awesome. That is really cool. Scott, maybe you can let me know how many it is going to be this year, since yours is coming up in September. Oh, mine's going to be first. No, yours is going to be first because I'm October 2nd. You're in September, so I know my months. I promise. Press the thumbs up button. Thank you all very much, M&T. Yeah. Let's see. Do you like car camping or the hammock better? Camping better. So I like them both, and they're for different reasons. One, the car camping, I can travel. And I can park anywhere. The way the car is set up and my windows are tinted, I can literally park anywhere and just crawl in the back and go to sleep. I love that about it. So whether it be at a truck stop, a Cracker Barrel, on a side street, on a residential street, anywhere in a city, I could just pull over as long as there's no toll or parking meter, but anywhere, and I can sleep there. So the other thing is with the hammock, I can, as long as I've got trees, I can pretty much hammock anywhere. So I like them both for different reasons, but comfort-wise, that car is comfortable. I love sleeping in the hammock. If I could hook my hammock up in the car, I've thought about it, but there's no way I can do it. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, even trying to get out of the hammock would be rough. Yeah, in the car would be tough. But I love them both, and for different reasons, if that makes sense. But way more options with the car doing that than anything else. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Bongos for Tony, right? I was going to say that earlier, bongos, but this hand would always be slow. I can't even do a drum roll because this one, I can't go fast enough. Yeah. Squirrel shirt, bought cheap. Thanks for the link. Oh, David, you found it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even talk about that. Oh, the other thing too, you'll see in there. Where's it at? Where's it at? What did I do with it? But yeah, that's the squirrel shirt. Emma Brown sent me a squirrel shirt years ago, and that's the squirrel shirt I wear on that. But I love that squirrel shirt. That's on Amazon, so I put it on my store. So there's a link in the comment section. What did I do with that? What did I do with that? I have no clue. What did I do with that? You're wondering, what's she talking about? What did I do with that? Did I put it in here? Nope. I had it here somewhere. So I did mail more stickers out last week. So I do have 4 stamps. I have 4 stamps left. So if anybody wants any, this one is Random Adventures. If you haven't asked yet and you'd like some stickers, that's the Random Adventure 2.0 sticker. So I will send some stickers out. All you have to do is send me an email in my email and then put in the comment line or the subject line, stickers. Don't forget to send me your address. I've had people send me, hey, yes, some stickers. I'd love some stickers. And then I got an email back, what's your address? And they're email pretty quick. And then forget to put the address in, which that's something I would do. What did I do? Oh, it's sitting right in front of me. So in there, I can't wait to take this out. And so as you guys know, Woo-Ban lights. So Woo-Ban, I usually use that little Woo-Ban light that I have out in the woods. I've had that for a couple of years. So this was a Kickstarter that they had. You can see that Woo-Ban light. That's a front light, but it's a 1500 lumen light. This one here is UV. Has a UV. Do I have it on? Yeah. So that right there is UV. So I don't know if it'll show up or not. You can see where my thumb is. It's got UV. Pretty cool. So that I'm anxious to take this out. So when I get to Arizona again, I'll have a UV light to look for scorpions. But it has this front light on it. Can't turn it on. Keep turning it off. There we go. So it's got this clip on the back, so you can strap to your hat. But this front, it operates. You can make it brighter. It's got a wheel, so you can get pretty bright with it. But this also angles, like you can angle it down. I don't know if I do it this way. Let's see it on the wall there. You can angle it down or angle it up. So if you had it on your pack, you kind of like use that while you're walking. But I just shined it right in my eyes. And then there's a little switch on the side where we can go front. So this is an EDC, everyday carry. I think it's a little big for an in your pocket. So you'd almost want to use it for the clip, but it does clip. You can clip it onto your hat as well. So have it like that and use that light going down or that one going forward. But let me see if I can. Okay. Says, okay. This sucker gets bright. So you have that. It's like got a floodlight. Squirrels. I got to hold it down. It gets brighter. Anyhow, it goes up to 1500 lumens, and then can be a spotlight and things. I'm going to use that on one of my camps and try to shine around, especially if I hear Bigfoot knocking again. But that is, I did put a link in the description. That's what that is. You can get that off Amazon, but it's a pretty cool, like I said, they did a Kickstarter for it, but the one that I can't really show you all this one too much. So, but you can see the box, it's small. This one, well, I guess I could show you it. This is one that they're coming out with. It's not there yet. This one, that's more my size, little. This would be good hooked on the pack or whatever, but this one, I think they're going to do in April sometime, but I got to get that out and do it more. So they have this UV light here, but they also have one with red, blue, and green, and it blinks back and forth. But I don't have that one. So I have the one with the UV light. Really cool. There's Chris Schultz. How are you doing, Chris? See Bongos woodwork. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Oh, now I can't see. I got spots in my eyes. Oh boy. Let's see. Too many toys. How are you doing tonight? Let's see. How? Oh, did I skip over? I might have. I try to play guitar. I'm trying to see because I hit my eyes with that thing. Let's see. So too many toys. ZZ says, "Hi, hey Tony. I hope you heal quickly. Me too. You wouldn't have slipped on ice if you were still in Florida." I know, right? I came home and I was like, oh, and then it's been cold, very cold. Yeah. So did Sam pop in here? Then I went over him. I can't tell. I must have missed you, Sam. I don't know if you're here, Sam, but Sam is already talking about coming as well and putting it out there that he's going to be out this way on that day. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Tony. Hope you're healing well. Tasha and Joe, how you guys doing tonight? Hey, there's my brother, Anthony Price. Hello, Tony and 2.0 family. Hope all is well and God bless. Raining here in Georgia. It's lots of rain. Yeah, there has been a lot of storm systems coming through this year. Be good at a decent price. Oh, Gregory, what at a decent price? So, Gregory, I use that One Wind Airy 11. You get the buckle and everything. That's at a good price. Another one that's at a good price is Hanging High hammocks. Is at a good price with the. I'll get it out of here. Hanging High hammocks is that's a United States put together one. One Wind isn't. One Wind is overseas, but Hanging High hammocks is the U.S. Where he assembles them, sews them, or puts them together. So Hanging High hammocks is a good one, and get one that's double wide. The width wise. Go on and watch my review of hidden hammocks, not hidden hammock, Hanging High hammocks video, and you can see that one's with a bug net. And I think there is even a link in there that you can order it, but it's at a good price point. And then the other one would be the One Wind Airy 11. You can. I think that's in. I don't know if that one's in, but if you look up on my videos, Area 11 one-wind hammock, you can at least see me. But that's the one I use all the time till I get one made. Yeah, by Majestic. That's going to be down the road. Yeah. But let's see. Like when you car stealth camp in. Oh, camped in the graffiti building that I backed into. So that was, I believe, I cooked a steak on that one. That was during a challenge for Stealth Camping Alliance. I did that one, their November challenge. That was cold because I left the hatch open the whole night, and I had that little buddy heater in there. Ooh, that was the first time I camped and left the hatch open. From now on, I close the hatch at night. Yeah, because it gets too cold. But when it's nice out, Darlene Good had sent me that screen room that, if you've seen some videos with that, that was in that video. When it's nice out, I don't like to don't close the hatch. If I can put that on, if I'm a place where I can put that on, because if I'm stealth camping somewhere, I don't put stuff on because I don't want anybody to know I'm sleeping there. Yeah, because I'm hiding. It's a great video. There's Hammock Mountain. Hello, everyone. I'm out at dinner with my family, so I will be lurking in the background for a bit. You hope you're eating something very delicious. Yeah, Daniel, I believe you mentioned you're coming. So I hope you do get a chance. Let your subscribers know that you'll be coming up if you're coming. And like I've been telling other YouTubers is, if tell your people that are subscribed to you, make your announcement you're going, and let people know what time you are wanting to hang out at the pavilion C. That'll give you time to go into the park and stuff like that, and know that, hey, at 3 o'clock, from 3 to 4, or from 6 to 7, I'm going to be at that location. There's also a calendar. So entertainment. So they have a big stage. So this is what I like about that park. They schedule entertainers. They have a big stage, and I think it's 2 shows a day. So if you wanted to, say Lisa and I wanted to go check out a band that's going to be playing there, like a 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s band, whatever, that's playing on that schedule, we can go park for free, go into the park, walk into the park for free, go find the stage, which is the same place all the time because they can't move it. Sit down on one of the benches an hour before the show starts, so we know we got a seat. The band comes out, the band plays, we get up, we walk out, don't buy anything, go to the car, get in the car, and drive home. We absolutely spent zero because they have free entertainment twice a day. So what some of my idea is, do I go this far and tell y'all what more of my ideas? So it may not happen, obviously, this year, but within the next couple of years, I would see the YouTuber meetup at Knoebels on that day, be YouTuber subscriber day. And maybe there's on that stage scheduled at different hours, different times, maybe a genre, camping YouTubers, a genre where you can ask them questions and they would be on the stage and answer. So that's my idea. Maybe I don't know. I don't know where it would go, but it seems like it's getting legs. So stopped because they're crazy and tried to jump in my window. And so no more feeding them. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Check out. Ah, there you go. Hammock Mountains channel. Check that out. Is this live? Mr. Mo, how are you doing, Mr. Mo? Yep, this is live. Live from Pennsylvania on Sunday. Every Sunday, Sunday Night Live. We've got Sunday night. And just don't use that right with the UV light, or maybe, yeah, before you book it. Yeah, yeah. That's why I like my car. Where can I find your email? Would love a sticker. Let's get the banner up here, and someone may have already sent it to you, but let's run it across the bottom. So that's my email. Just put in the email that the subject line stickers, and I say stickers because usually I send 3. They're all the same, but I send 3. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I I have to feel useful. Oh, I'm missing all the conversations. Oh, there you go. Darlene posted it for me. Thank you, Darlene. Darling. I always call Darlene, darling. Yeah. It's hibachi. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hanging high hammocks. Some of these I'm probably not going to click on because y'all are talking and answering questions back and forth. Hey, Schubert 1776. Hello from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hey, I don't know if you'd want to come up. Come on up and see us on the 24th of May. Hey, Tony. Hello. Honey, how are you doing? Doing good. Let's see. Mr. Mo, hello from upstate New York. Oh, there you go. How is everyone this evening? I plan. Yep, Lord willing. All right. It's going to be great seeing you, Daniel. Yeah, it's a long drive. Yeah, like I said, and one of the reasons why I had considered that as the location because of last year, I started, thinking about it, but there wasn't enough time. And is because it's free. There are a lot of people that may, want to make the drive and then, uh, don't want to pay to go into a park. It's very cost effective for it opens the door to many people that may not be able to, go there and do things. And, if they got to pay to get into somewhere, to see somebody, it's just a great venue because it's free. You only got to consider the cost of getting there, and if you want to camp, the campground. But it's a great venue, and it's getting pretty close to when school's out too. So if you have young kids, and it's also Memorial Day weekend too. So some people can't come because of being Memorial Day weekend. But that's the weekend they had available, and that's what I picked. And then I went, oh, must be a reason for it. So I think that's what it's going to be every time. Well, thank you very much. Oh, hour north of Albany. Okay, it's not too far of a drive. Hey, Sierra. Good evening. Hope all is well. Doing good. Yeah, doing good, good, good. Hope you're good as well. Still goes here. I eat good and cook stickers, or do you like to eat beef? What kind of beef is your go to. Hey, Sean, how are you doing? So I am 321 days into carnivore. So I eat a lot of burger. Um, I don't really eat much pork except for bacon. Um, I do eat very little chicken. So most all my stuff is burger, ribeyes, porter, New York strip. Depends on what's on special and things like that. I I haven't done any chuck roast for a while, but I've done chuck roast there for a while. I was getting chuck roast, and if you cut a chuck roast up into little pieces and throw it into a cast iron and cook it that way, poor man's ribeye, basically. Which I like eating the chuck roast, and it's got chuck roast has a good balance of fat and protein, and that's what you need when you're doing carnivore. More fat. Now I do eat eggs and some cheese. So this morning, what did I eat this morning? Usually I don't eat breakfast. I usually eat once a day, sometimes around late, sometimes at 8. But I'm thinking of switching that around. I might start getting up and eating a ribeye for breakfast or hamburgers or something like that for breakfast instead, and then eat my meal in the morning. So it's something I might switch up a little bit. We'll see. But this morning, I had 3 eggs and a piece of cheese and an omelet. Yum. But that's mainly it's all red meat, and I'm doing ground beef, a lot of ground beef, and I think I have hamburgers at least a couple times a week. I do eat salmon, so I do have the packs of salmon, so I'll eat that. I do have salmon from Aldi's. I'll get salmon at Aldi's, and I'll make that. In fact, at the meetup, Walter Zollner. So when I did a meetup last year, he lost the footage of the meetup that he had, create Pennsylvania Creators Meetup. He lost the footage. Well, he just put it out the other day. He found it and got it out. But I made salmon, which if you watched my video, I made a piece of salmon on the scrotal, and I shared it with everybody there. They loved it. Oh, that was good. That was good, 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 good. Mm-mm. Let's see. Right. I didn't know what that is. Yeah. Uh, my wife calls me honey. Let's see. Steve says I'm waiting for Jasper meetup and at my our meetup at my cabin. It has room for 1,000 hammocks in our forest. Oh my goodness. And we have bears, but with only 2 bathrooms. There might be lines, right? We can get deliver some porta potties, or just dig a bunch of cat holes. Provide everybody with a shovel. Yeah, Mary. Next year. Yeah, see how it goes. And next year, like I said, I'm planning on it becoming something where it is every year. So this will be the first annual, and then just let it grow from there. Hopefully, there's a lot of people that are going to find out about it and eventually come. And like I said, I've got to talk to Mary. She is the marketing director there at Knoebels. So her and I have a get together as well. Do oily fish like salmon qualify? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Or is it just too lean? So, I mean, when I eat salmon, well, then to get more fat, sometimes I'll just eat the butter too with it. So, eat butter and fish just to get the fat going. I love it going on. It's pretty awesome. Oh, thank you very much. Somebody was commented to me, I don't know how you do it. You're talking and then you're reading and doing. I don't know. It just happens. And then something pops in my mind. I go, oh yeah. So somebody asked. So I do take um, D D3K2 oil. So I put that under my tongue. So I do that when I think about it. So I do that as one of the supplements. And then, so on my storefront page, actually my Amazon storefront, I do have a little tab that shows some of the stuff that I take. Like I take extra magnesium, not all the time. Yeah. I might have showed you all this already. So I will take, because I I actually found a butcher where I can get fresh liver, but I'll take beef organs, grass-fed beef organs. Take some of those every once in a while. I do take beef pancreas because I'm not going to say I had type 2 diabetes. So this week's going to be a very busy week. So I do get my blood drawn. What day is that? Wednesday? I think Wednesday. I could better look. Yeah, Wednesday. So I do get my blood taken in the morning on Wednesday, and then I get the results the following week. And with therapy and just busy, busy, busy. Hey, Daniel, how are you doing? Let's see. How do seasoned skillets or them lots of meals? Here, good. Yeah, the scrotal is actually comes seasoned. But skillets, I mean, I just put stuff in there and oh my goodness, Jackie plus everything. Well, thank you for doing that gifted membership there. Gifted 5 members. So Dave Hurley, I'm not lost, I'm exploring. Vicky Fox, Jane, and also Jane plus everything. Did or Jackie plus everything. I said Jane plus everything. Jackie plus everything for Jane. Terry May. Oh, that is so awesome, Jackie. Thank you for doing that. And for y'all that did get gifted those, go on and check out the member only content. Absolutely. Hey, Lou. I just saw that pop up over there. Stitch saying hi to Lou. So I think I got a message that said Lou's coming as well. Hopefully you do. I just read that Andrew from a Desert Drifter had passed away and gone to be with the Lord. Prayers for his family and friends. Oh, absolutely. So he was in that car accident. We talked about this last Sunday. And wasn't doing good at all. Thank you, Sky Talker, for sharing that with us. Yeah, did not know about that. So I know we were praying for him, but they were saying the prognosis didn't look good for him. But thank you for sharing that with us. Well, I'm not pretty amazing. Thank you, Steve. Because mackerel patties, yes, are good too. So mackerel, sardines, cans of sardines in the oil or in the water. Be careful with the ones in the oil if you're doing carnivore, because make sure it's not seed oil. Seed oil is terrible for you. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible, terrible. Hey, Maria. Good evening. I finally made it. Hello, Tony and 2.0 family. Yes, glad to see you in here. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I got to hear Stitch play. Yeah, he's got quite a few. Yeah. Ask. You must miss mashed potatoes. Have to ask Tony. Have to ask. You must miss mashed potatoes. No question mark. Actually, I don't miss anything. Really, I don't. And that's what's so incredible about the carnivore diet. Like once I started it, it wasn't too long after that food no longer became a driving motivator for me throughout the day. Um, I rarely think about food. Um, Lisa and the family, I mean, I've even made mashed potatoes for everybody. And, you know, my whole family loves my mashed potatoes, the way I make them. But no, I don't miss them at all, believe it or not. Yeah, which is hard to believe. People are like, that's hard to believe. Yeah, until you experience it, it's hard to believe. If you do, you just let's see. Let's see. But there again, thank you, Jackie. Really appreciate you doing that. Yeah, a couple of y'all did that tonight. Really a blessing. There's Rick. Let's see. There's Lou. So Lou, maybe you heard me say it. I'm planning on it. Good. Yeah. Yeah, gonna be good to see you, brother. I was just thinking about you because I saw that video the other day. I was watching it. Somebody had commented when I met you outside the Cracker Barrel for the car carrier that Dennis had sent. You went and picked it up, and then you woke me up in that morning with a knock on my door. And some people, I often forget about that, but people say, "Hey, when you're car camping, anybody ever knocked on your window?" And I say, "Oh yeah, one time." But then now I know that there was two times. I watched that video the other day of when you came to get the and you brought that Black Rifle coffee, and you had coffee on the tailgate for me when I got up in the morning. That was awesome. Hey, outdoor happy Brenda, how are you doing? Yeehaw! I just made it. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you. Yeah, David saying thank you. Let's see. Yeah, Lou's saying he's planning on it. Toby the dog. How are you doing? I order my sardines from Portugal in extra virgin olive oil. Very good quality and healthy. Awesome. Yeah, I I used to eat them in mustard. So, but yeah, I like sardines. I don't often eat them, but I do like them. There was actually one carnivore lady that does. I forget her name. It's one doctor, but she'll say, for 3 days, eat nothing but sardines is part of her like thing. I forget what it does. Ah, thank you, Steve. Yeah. Like I have 5 hammocks. My favorite is the braided rope with wooden extensions on the ends. Okay, yeah, those. I know which ones you mean. I've seen those in yards that people had them. Hey, there he is, Nicholas. How are you doing? So Nicholas is getting ready to head to Florida, Texas. Yeah, Nicholas Green Outdoors. So Nicholas, him and I were talking about the meetup. So glad you jumped on here, brother. And once he figured out if he can, when he gets back from his trip, he's going to definitely figure out if he can make the trip to Knoebels and maybe add that to another trip that he's been wanting to do. So hopefully you have a safe trip, Nicholas. He's riding out on a train. Yeah. Could be, well, let's see. There's Mary. You were hiding. Mary and Johnny watch on the TV, and then when we allow people to say hi, just to bring them out to see us. Yeah, thank you guys for the coffees again. What a blessing. Somebody else, I don't know if it'll stop my camera if I do this. Someone, let me just see if it does. Oh. Let's see. Dave Hurley. Best part of waking up is coffee in my cup. I bought a coffee. Thank you so much, brother. So it popped up on my screen. I said, "Oh, that's a little coffee." But thank you, Dave, for that coffee. Really appreciate that. Oh, you're packing now. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. So he was saying about making some videos on the way out on the train as well. Okay. Perfect. You put it on some trees. Good deal. Yeah, Mary's saying hi to people. If you ever got if I ever got a knock on my head, they would. All right, get a large, right? Yeah, Toby would be barking. Yeah, every once in a while, I may bark. Hey, that'd be a good thing if you bark like a dog. If someone knocks on your window, you can do like a vicious dog sound. And then they go, oh, not getting there. Yeah, South Florida, Doug, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good evening. All righty. So let's see. So we got 83 people watching. We've been on for an hour and 51 minutes. So any questions for me real quick? Not real quick. Well, as quick as you can type. Let's see. Was there something else I was going to show? I'll tell you what. I'm going to take 1 second, take a sip of my coffee. And I'm going to say, so far, I know Northwest Wind is coming. Camping with Champions coming. Walter's on I think the Wandering Woodsman Cliff, Skeeter, Hammock Mountain, Rewild Outdoors, Nicholas Green Outdoors going to try. So, like I said, that's just who I know of YouTubers. I know more have reached out to me, but I haven't remembered what they were to write them down. But if you do watch somebody, like I said, reach out to them and say, hey, reach out to them and let them know May 24th, to reach out to me or something when you come into through Ohio. Let's see. I'm looking at two things now. I'm afraid of a bark sounds like a chihuahua. My one pastor used to always say, that our adversary, just always sounds like this really vicious thing, but if you open the door, you find out it was a little chihuahua because he has no power. but his bark is very loud. Yeah. Let's see. When you coming through Ohio? Sometime this year, I think. Still trying to figure what's your favorite camping knife. So still trying to figure out what I'm doing this year. So my favorite camping knife is whatever one I have with me. So depending on what it is. So I was never a knife guy, but I have a few knives now and I like them. But I would say favorite knife. The Opinel, when I'm cutting steak and stuff, yeah, I can't think of what this is now because I'm so good at knives and figuring out what they are called. You guys know what this is. I say it all the time, and now I can't think about it. Think what this one is. I forget. I forget what it's called. Alpine Warrior sent this one to me. Mora knife. There we go. Finally. So the Mora knife, I like this one here. Because it's got the fire striker built onto it. So that one I've got the little Mora. So it depends on what I'm doing and what I have with me. I don't use a knife that often in the woods. I mean, sometimes, depending for an EDC, everyday carry. I didn't even know what that word was until I started watching a couple guys go, "Oh yeah, what's your EDC?" That is right. Okay, what is your EDC? I don't know. I don't even know what EDC is. So, uh, everyday carry. Finally, I figured it out because someone told me. But I do like this one here. It's the Signal, the Leatherman Signal, Alpine Warrior, or something like that. I kept it in the box for 2 years, and finally I opened it and took it out. I didn't want to use it, but this one's got a lot of neat little things. But it also has a fire striker there as well. I love taking that one with me because that one I can hook. I hook right on my pack, and it's little. It's got a really nice sharp blade on it too. Oh, don't lose those. So if more than 4 people sent me emails, I got to go get stamps. Usually what I do is I sit here after the live, go into my email, and then see who sent me an email for stickers. So if you did send me an email at any time before and you didn't get any stickers, it's because I missed you. So feel free to send it to me again so I can get some stickers. So what was I going to say? Oh, who had questions? How many roads must a man walk down? Yeah, just one road. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? What's the scariest camp you've been on? Creeper around the Subaru, something walking around your hammock. No, I've never. I've really not gotten scared. Had anything really scary happen? I mean, the one when I was just on the edge of that cemetery and I was sleeping and I heard something walking towards me slowly, like step, step. My mind was playing a lot of stuff on me, and I turned my headlamp on, and there was a possum looking right at me, but it sounded like a person. And I was like, "Oh goodness, here I am next to a cemetery, and there's gonna be someone sneaking up on me." So, but as far as I've never really had anybody walking around my vehicle. I know there was the one where I did a mall parking lot, and there was a guy that was there. I mean, I'm not so much scared. There hasn't been like anything that's really scared me. More so concerned that, hey, what's going to happen here? That's happened a few times, but never really been scared. Yep. So just a reminder: 21 outdoor, 210 outdoors is going. Him and I are going to be live tomorrow night. I'm going to be on his live, and we will be doing that tomorrow. It'll be 7 o'clock his time, but 8 o'clock Eastern time. So that will be on a StreamYard. So jump on over there. He's going to ask some questions about stealth camping and that kind of stuff. So looking forward to doing that tomorrow night. Can you repeat every single thing in the last hour and a half? You know what? I can do it really good. So, no, that would be tough. Yeah. Main takeaway meetup coming up on May 24th. Happy Brenda. So if you can make it, we're going to be there. I'm hoping it grows and continues to get bigger and bigger every year. It'll be the first annual one, and any YouTuber is invited to start telling their subscribers that, hey, that day, Pavilion C, I'm going to be there at such and such a time. So I've got the pavilion, and hopefully, if it grows, we'll get multiple pavilions. There we go. No problem. Outdoor Happy Brenda, no problem. You're late. Yeah. So the Gray Ghost, how are you doing tonight? Hey, I heard you have a son. Is he in the Air Force, and how old is he? So he's not in the Air Force. He was in the Army for 5.5 years, and then he went to Space Force. Right now, he's no longer in the Space Force. He did that for 2.5 years, almost 3. But now he's a contractor working on the Air Force Base out there in Dayton, Ohio, and he is doing good. Yes. And how old is he? How old is Jonathan? Huh. So I think he's getting ready to turn 30. Let's see. I forget. I think almost 30. I forget. I don't remember. Let's see. Peter, Paul, and Mary, right? I love everything. Peter, Paul, Mary sang. Yeah, me too. But you can't challenge courage. Okay. Yeah, Opinel is a good knife. I've always liked the Barlow style. Yeah, I would show you the one I've got, but it's out in the car. You know, Crispy Donut Community Knives, they reached out to me, and we talked just on text back and forth, and then we never got a chance to get back together again. But he wanted to see about sending me a knife. But from what I understand, when I saw the other day, they are now still doing knives and stuff. But yeah, I've got to get with them sometime. They make a good knife. Let's see. Yeah, good night, Lou. Okay. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, Daniel. Good night, Lou. Let's see. Small dog in the heart of a lion. Yeah. Let's see. Late but made it. Hey, Jack. Oh, it jumped right when I went to click on it. Been celebrate. Well, happy birthday to Melissa. That's 2 birthdays we know of tonight. Yeah, that is happy birthday, Melissa. Yeah, good to see you on here. Yeah, hopefully she didn't have too many candles to blow out. And yeah, definitely hopefully the kids made it over and you guys had a great time. Shantina. Hyeli. Have you ever been camping or thought about camping in the PNW? PNW. I'm not sure what PNW is. If somebody knows, help me out. What's PNW? Yeah. But at this point, I would say I haven't because I don't know what PNW. Let's see. But please, if you let me know what that is, I'll see if I can. Pacific Northwest. Thank you, Nick. So thank you so much. I'm sorry about that. Pacific Northwest. So that would be, oh, no, I haven't. No, but I've thought about it. Yes. Would love to do it. Next time I get out that way, I certainly want to do some camping out in that direction. Yeah, I think that would be very cool. And am I pronouncing that right? Shantina? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, no, definitely have to do that. I'm getting a lot of Pacific Northwest in the comment. So now I know, right? Just like CDT and those things. Let's see. Wonder about your character after that. Let's see. Pacific Northwest, Nicholas Sand. Hey, there's Culver family. How are y'all doing? Hey, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. So, not sure if you guys can make it, but it is opened up for May 24th for people to go to Knoebels. I'm going to be at Pavilion C, but I'm encouraging other YouTubers to tell their people about coming, and they could also come and meet them as well. I'd like to see Knoebels become the destination for creators and subscribers, kind of take over the day, kind of like Boy Scouts do or Girl Scout Day, or those kind of a days that Knoebels has. Because I think it would be keep the bear spray handy. Yeah. So hey, Patrick, how are you doing? So my thought too is over time that it'll just continue to get bigger and bigger, and it'll just be an event. But I like the idea that it is May 24th, because it is if a lot of creators come and film the park, so a lot of people around here and even outside this area have no clue about Knoebels. And like I said, I think it's the only free amusement park in the United States. I mean, like Hershey Park has tried to buy him, Six Flags. It's family owned. They've owned it since 1926. You can read all the history about it, but it's a great place. But my idea is that it will just continue to grow, and that any creator that comes there and is filming it, they will also put out a video about their day at Knoebels, and that it'll be a good marketing thing for Knoebels as well. Hey, Susan, how are you doing? All right. Good to see you in here. All right, we got 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm going to go and say any questions. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do have several camps. I found some new spots. One I'm going to hold until Miss 2.0. I think that's going to be the one her and I are going to do. But now it's about getting schedules and figuring out how we do it. It can only be done on a certain day. At the meetup, will you be only YouTuber there? No, Susan, there's going to be so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I know I've been to a couple. I did a PA, went to a meetup. There's a lot of YouTubers that are there from Pennsylvania that I went to last year, and I believe a lot of them are coming. So there's going to be a number of people coming, other YouTubers, but it's not just YouTubers I know. That I'm inviting ones that I know and that know my channel and are subscribed to my channel. However, I do believe that over the next couple of years, it's going to be any YouTuber or subscriber to a YouTuber. It's all about getting the word out right now. I mean, like I said earlier, Sturgis, if you're familiar with the motorcycle event that happens every year, I'm not really that familiar with it, but I just know it's a big event. And that was started by like 3 people. doing it. Yeah. And it just grew from there, and it is what it is today. Um, aha. So Toby shared a scripture with us. The angel of the Lord encampeth around them, uh, campeth around about them that fear him, and delivereth them. Amen. Let's see. We can, yeah, we cannot wait to see you and Miss doing the stealth camp. It's going to be epic. You are blessed. She's such a great partner, as is mine. Happy wife, happy life. Absolutely. Yeah. No, amen to 10 outdoors. Angels are powerful deterrents to the bad guys. Absolutely. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably. I don't know. Did we get any likes tonight? Oh, I can't see. It doesn't show me. I'll see after. Oh wait, does it? No, it doesn't. So, StreamYard changed something. It says scenes, new scene. There's a beta test thing going on over there, so it looks a little different for me tonight. Any updates on Big Dog? So, Maria, the last update that I had from Big Dog, and I believe he's going to be there as well, but he is cancer-free now. So, as of he had all of his testing and done after that last bout that he had, where the cancer started coming back on his neck. They had some preliminary things that showed that all of his bone marrow had no cancer. So that's a good thing. Then they did another test just recently, and they said he's cancer free. You got 60 likes. Amen. Thanks, Steve, for taking a look. Amen. Amen on that too. On Big Dog, I will let him know. A lot of times on Sundays, y'all know his stepdad passed away, so his mom is alone. So he is over with her quite a bit, and his son comes over and visit him on Sundays. That's why he can't be on here a lot of times. Praise the Lord, Steve. Amen. Well, we'll continue to pray for you as well for that. Yeah. So, oh, I got bacon in the oven. So my oven I can set, and it turns off automatically. So right before I came up here, it only had like another minute left, and then it's on a cookie sheet. And I think there's at least 12 pieces, and I will probably eat all of them. Yeah, I'll probably, because the last time I ate was this morning. I had some breakfast this morning. Yeah, Maria's saying good night and God bless all. All right. So, any last questions? I'm going to go ahead and sign off tonight because I think we covered everything. If y'all haven't watched the 3-hour video, go on and maybe before you go to bed, put it on and listen to me yap away. It was funny because by the time we got to the end of the third one, I was recording in the studio. I said, "Oh, what am I going to say after this one?" And I knew what to say. I said, "Wake up!" So definitely. Well, again, thank you all very much for supporting the channel and being a part of this 2.0 family. Really appreciate it. And thank everyone who did buy me a coffees or went on and did the gifted members and 210 outdoors. I'll see you tomorrow night. Looking forward to our live together. And yeah, hopefully you got a lot of good questions for me. And then what I'll probably do is I might share that when it's all done on the Facebook page or something. Good night, Mary and Johnny. Everybody's saying good night there. Good night, Brian. Good night. And God bless you, brother. And Mr. Mo, good night. Good night, Life on a Budget. MD Gons. All righty. which is Maria. And good night, Stitch. Let's see. Hammock Mountain's there. Lots of people still here because there's 67 of us waiting to say goodbye. All right. Well, good night, Dixie. All right. So there's more there. Ever camp on the NPT? No. North Pacific Trail? No, I haven't. I was only out to California that one time on my trip across America, which was the first time I had ever been further than by car, further than Ohio. All right. Well, lots of stuff planned. This week, blood test, get results next week. So I won't have them for Sunday, but I'm looking forward to seeing how they're doing. And you guys have a great night. Hey, Christina Brown. Good night. All right. Well, love you guys. And we will see you on the next video. All righty. Tony 2.0 for Darlene 2.0. Out. All right. See you guys. Love y'all. Have a great week. And the stream. We'll see you.